Hello Internet, my name is TimePug and welcome back to Abiotic Factor, where today I want to show you a neat little building trick that you can use when making a portal hub. Basically a hub for your transportation network. And this trick is miniatures. With the Unreal Engine 5 unlocker, when you change your player size, it also applies to whatever you're placing down. Which means if you shrink yourself down, you can make little miniatures to represent each area of the game that you have a teleporter for. For example, here is the Bliznatium zone, my first base in the office sector, which is represented by this little yellow light and this little office desk. Then there's the Xnormium zone from the lab sector, represented by a little lab desk with an X-ray proof, what's this called again? A lead vest on it. And also a little purple light. And then I've got the same pattern going on over here. So I got the furniture store represented by random bits of furniture. The tutorial area in the game represented by bits and pieces from the tutorial area, specifically the little pest dummy that you throw the net on. If I turn off the light, you can see it a bit better. Which I actually made here by using item frames, or item stands. And then, of course, the little wrench from the tutorial when you break open the vents. And then over here, for the microfields, I've used the heat-proof suit, the filing cabinet from the little, house, well, not house, but little building. And then, of course, the XOR figurine to represent the XOR that spawns there. Then, of course, for the train area, I got the train replica, wow, that's a difficult word. You actually don't have to shrink this one. It's already a small one, small replica like this guy. So you don't have to shrink it, but you can increase the size of it if you want to. And then of course I've got these two lab sector out of bounds and hydro plant out of bounds. And this one is actually from before crush depth. So yeah, that's been it for this little guide. Well, not guide, but tips and tricks video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you find some neat ways to use this. This trick isn't just exclusive to a little portal hub with the miniatures. You can use it to scale up things. So, for example, here I have a ramp made of bridges that are shrunk down. I've increased the size of these shelves and used them as walls. And then I've made the carpets bigger to cover the floor. And then, of course, one of my favorite examples of this by far has to be these figurines. If you haven't already noticed, I have a Symphonist figurine here that is scaled up. And it looks pretty cool, especially from that room. So, if we go all the way around, which takes a bit because these ropes aren't the fastest thing made by mankind. They're more like the slowest one. Now if we go through this little gap here, which is a bit finicky, and there. Now if we look for the fog here, you can see an outline of the Symphonist, which makes it look pretty menacing, and it looks like it's a big one that's really far away. But then up close, you can see it's just a figurine in a room. Same goes for this guy, who's giving company to this guy who's been crying here in this corner for who knows how long. Also, he's immortal. You can stab him as much as you want, nothing happens. Even if you zap his butt with a laser beam, nothing happens. He just kind of sits there. So yeah, that's been it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you find some pretty cool ways to use this. This isn't, of course, just like something you use for small things here and there. You can actually use it for a lot of things, a lot of decorations in the game, which is super useful. So I hope you have fun with this trick, and I'll see you next time.